What if the small, silver-colored 5-pence coin you've ignored for decades is actually one of the most underestimated treasures of Britain's decimal era? What if a simple date from the late 1970s could mean the difference between face value and a collector's premium? Today, we're diving deep into two early Elizabeth II 5-new-pence coins that continue to spark curiosity among collectors and investors alike. These coins may look ordinary, but their history, condition, rarity, and error potential tell a far more exciting story. Let's uncover the truth behind two of the most talked about new pence issues of the late 1970s. The 1978 Elizabeth II 5-new-pence coin. The 1978 Elizabeth II 5-new-pence coin stands as a significant piece of Britain's early decimal currency era. To truly understand its value and importance, we must go back to the monumental change that reshaped British coinage forever. Decimal Day, February 15, 1971. After centuries of using pounds, shillings, and pence, the United Kingdom transitioned to a decimal system based on 100 pence to the pound. The 5-new-pence coin replaced the old 1-shilling coin, commonly known as the shilling, and was intentionally struck in the same size and composition to ease public acceptance. By 1978, decimal currency had been circulating for 7 years. The new pence inscription still appeared on the reverse, reminding the public of the relatively recent change. This transitional wording would remain until 1981, when the word new was removed. That detail alone makes pre-1982 issues historically distinct. The obverse of the 1978 5-new-pence features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Arnold Machin. This portrait, introduced in 1968, is widely regarded as one of the most elegant effigies in British coinage history. The Queen faces right, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. The simplicity of Machin's design gives the portrait a timeless quality. Surrounding the effigy is the Latin inscription Elizabeth II DG Reg FD, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. On the reverse, designed by Christopher Ironside, we see the crowned thistle of Scotland. The thistle is bold and sharply defined, representing strength and resilience, long associated with Scottish heritage. Above the design appears the inscription New Pence, and below it, the date 1978. The combination of national symbolism and modern typography reflects Britain's effort to balance tradition with modernization during the decimal transition. The coin was struck in cupronickel, composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It weighs 5.65 grams and measures 23.6 millimeters in diameter, matching the earlier shilling. Its milled edge provides durability and resistance to wear, but heavy circulation in the 1970s often left these coins with contact marks and dulled surfaces. The Royal Mint produced approximately 68 million 1978 5-new-pence coins for circulation. At first glance, that number suggests the coin is common, and in circulated grades, it absolutely is. Most examples encountered in change are worth face value. However, the story changes dramatically when we examine condition scarcity. Because these coins were produced for everyday use, they entered circulation immediately and remained there for years. Very few were intentionally saved in pristine condition at the time of release. As a result, high-grade uncirculated examples are scarcer than many collectors expect. In brilliant uncirculated condition, a 1978 5-new-pence coin typically commands between 3 and 8 pounds. In certified mint state grades equivalent to MS65 or higher, values can range from 15 to 40 pounds, depending on surface quality and strike sharpness. Coins displaying full original mint luster, minimal contact marks, and sharp detail in the thistle's leaves and crown often achieve the highest premiums. Strike quality is particularly important for this issue. Some 1978 coins show weakness in the central detail of the thistle or softness in the Queen's hair above the ear due to dye wear. Collectors pay more for sharply struck examples where the thistle's barbs are crisp and the crown detail is fully defined. Error coins add another layer of excitement. Off-center strikes are among the most dramatic. A 1978 5-new-pence struck 10 to 20% off-center with the full date visible can sell between 40 and 120 pounds, depending on overall eye appeal. More extreme examples may command even higher prices. Clipped planchet errors are also known. Because the coin's circular design is easily recognizable, A curved clip along the edge is highly noticeable and collectible. These typically sell in the range of 30 to 90 pounds. Die cracks and die clashes, where the dies struck each other without a blank between them, can also appear and are sought after by variety specialists. Another rare but highly valuable category is wrong planchet errors. Though extremely uncommon, if a 1978 5 new pence were struck on an incorrect blank, such as a foreign coin planchet or a smaller denomination blank, it could reach into the hundreds of pounds at auction, depending on authentication. Collector interest in the 1978 issue continues to grow, especially among enthusiasts building complete date runs of early decimal coinage. As more collectors focus on modern British coins, attention shifts toward condition rarity. Coins once dismissed as ordinary pocket change are now being examined closely for top-grade potential. Historically, 1978 sits just before a significant turning point in British political history, as the country approached the transformative year of 1979. For some collectors, coins from this period symbolize the final years before major economic and political change. The 1978 Elizabeth II 5 new pence coin may not be rare in the absolute sense, but in exceptional preservation, it becomes a highly collectible and increasingly appreciated piece of Britain's decimal story. The 1979 Elizabeth II 5 new pence coin. The 1979 Elizabeth II 5 new pence coin carries even deeper historical resonance. This year marked a pivotal moment in modern British history, as it saw the election of Margaret Thatcher as Prime Minister and the beginning of a new political and economic era. Coins minted in 1979 circulated during a time of transition and change, adding historical context to their numismatic appeal. Visually, the 1979 issue maintains the same core design elements as the 1978 coin. The obverse features Arnold Machin's portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, dignified and composed. The Latin legend remains unchanged, encircling the Queen's profile. The reverse again displays Christopher Ironside's crowned thistle, with new pence above and the date 1979 below. The composition remains cupronickel, with the same weight and diameter as its predecessor. However, the mintage for 1979 dropped to approximately 45 million coins, significantly lower than the 1978 total. While still substantial, this reduced mintage creates slightly increased scarcity, especially in higher grades. Like the 1978 issue, most 1979 5 new pence coins were heavily circulated. Surface abrasions, bag marks, and dulling are common. As a result, true brilliant uncirculated examples are more difficult to find than casual observers might assume. In circulated condition, the coin remains worth face value. In uncirculated grades, values typically range from 4 to 10 pounds. Certified high-grade examples equivalent to MS66 or higher can sell for 25 to 60 pounds, depending on luster and strike sharpness. Coins with exceptional eye appeal and virtually flawless surfaces may command even stronger premiums. Strike quality again plays a crucial role. The thistle's central detail, including the texture of the leaves and the crown's arches, should be examined closely. Weak strikes are common due to die wear, making sharply struck examples more desirable. Error varieties generate additional collector excitement. Off-center strikes from 1979 can fetch 50 to 150 pounds, depending on the degree of displacement. Clipped planchets typically trade between 40 and 100 pounds. Die cracks and clashes are also collected, especially when bold and clearly visible. One fascinating aspect of the 1979 issue is its position near the end of the new pence era. By 1982, the inscription would change to simply 5 pence. This makes the 1979 coin part of a finite design period, enhancing its historical distinctiveness. There is also niche interest in die pairing variations. Subtle differences in lettering alignment, rim thickness, and strike characteristics have been noted by advanced collectors. While not widely cataloged as major varieties, these small distinctions create opportunities for specialists seeking unique examples. As with the 1978 coin, wrong planchet errors are extremely rare, but potentially very valuable. Any authenticated example struck on an incorrect metal blank would likely achieve significant auction results. Collector interest in late 1970s decimal coinage has grown steadily in recent years. Nostalgia plays a powerful role, as collectors who grew up handling these coins now seek high-quality examples for their collections. Registry competition and third-party grading have further increased demand for top population pieces. Both the 1978 and 1979 Elizabeth II 5 new Pence coins demonstrate an important truth in numismatics. Rarity is not always about low mintage. Sometimes it is about survival in exceptional condition. These coins circulated widely, served daily commerce, and endured years of wear. Yet today, in pristine preservation or with dramatic mint errors, they command meaningful premiums and growing respect. The next time you encounter a late 1970s 5 new Pence coin, pause before dismissing it. Examine the strike. Check the luster. Look for unusual features. Because hidden within what seems like everyday change could be one of the most valuable early decimal coins in your collection.